Welcome back, where we're going to be doing Graveyard Keeper. Now, there's been a little bit of news upon the Graveyard Keeper front. Nothing that's going to affect tonight, but we shall see if I can get it, possibly purchase it and get it available next week. I don't know whether I'll be able to just put it in and continue the file and boom, it will work, but there is new DLC for the Graveyard Keeper. I don't know whether it's going to be advertised, because there was a very tiny update earlier on today. Because it's suddenly sort of like, oh shit, you want an update? But I'm going to be playing it later. Can't afford you to be doing an update now, game. So, yeah, it might advertise it when it loads up the menu, so let's see if it does. Otherwise, I will tell you at least what it's called. And then, as I say, we'll try... I say we, the very loose definition of we. I will try. There we go, it is in the corner. Better Save Soul! But yeah, new bit of DLC. Unexpected, but not necessarily undesired. It looks like it expands the house ever so slightly, which is why I don't know. It will be slightly annoying if I can't pop this save file after putting that DLC in and using that DLC. If I can, then I might do that. If I can't, poop. Oh, okay, well, that's... The house has expanded, so I think that answers that question. If I purchase the Better Save Soul, looks like a good place to work on making my home cozy. Then maybe I can finally stop dreaming about this skull. Okay, cool. So, yeah. Next week, we might have Better Save Soul. I do have to purchase it if I do want it, but nonetheless, we might have some new stuff next week to explore, which might be quite entertaining because, you know, it's good fun. Right, what else did we need for a columbarium? Oh, I think we needed cut stone, didn't we? So I've got to figure out how to get cut stone. Oh, but we shall at the very least. And yes, it is the royal we. The royal me, the royal we, and the royal you. You are nothing to the royal we, because the royal we goes in the royal throne. So yeah, stone columbarium. We need another board. I don't know. I can't. Are they called boards? No, a wooden beam. That's the one. So we need one more wooden beam and a polished brick of stone. Oh, can we actually put in more flower beds? Yes, we can. Oh, how very nice. And somewhat unexpected, but fuck it. It's somewhat unexpected, but fuck it. And we were happy. Yeah. I suppose it's because I think I deposited a load of those red flowers, didn't I? So, nice. My quality of graveyard is 33. I think that's enough to impress the bishop. Bishop, are you happy? Yes! The bishop will be happy. The bishop will be very happy. Reached 30 at the graveyard and reached 20 at the church. So in the church we need more pews. We need pew pew barnum grew cuthbert dibble and grub. So that's not church based. This is church based. Candles. Church bench is probably the most efficient. Which actually means, yeah, we might as well. But let's just double check the stone, because I think the cut stone might be slightly more pertinent at this point in time. Oh, no, okay, cut stone. Polished brick of stone, sorry, not cut stone. We are nowhere near cut stone, so fuck it. That might be quite worthwhile and would fit in... it's so difficult to know the best way to spend your blue tokens because they are so rare. They're so rare. Right, we'll have the Comfort of Faith because that will allow me to op the church somewhat. And as everybody knows, I'm sure, we always want to opt the church. Wooden Prayer Station and Lawn. Lawn will be quite good, but I don't necessarily need to opt the Graveyard at the moment. Writer's Inspiration. Bookshelf and Desk 2. I don't think I really need a Bookshelf and Desk 2. Not, you know, I don't have the hugest of urges to have it. Books. I mean, books probably quite useful. Gardening, not hugely glorious. Simple fertilizers, not right now. Grape farming could be beneficial, but not until I get a couple of other bits, I don't think, so that can probably wait. So I do feel like maybe Woodsman, yeah, gives me an extra log. That'll keep me wood going. And as everybody needs... as everybody knows was what I was actually going to say. As everybody knows, we always need to keep our logs going. Push it back to home base. And make them chop it up for you. Can't remember what home base really sold. A bit of everything, didn't they, really? Anything and everything you would want inside of a home, I think was the remit of home base. Oh, will this fit in the thing? Yes, it will. Marvellous. I want wooden beams. We'll get 6 wooden beams. That's magical. Well, I say that's magical. It's not that magical, is it? It's wooden beams. It's not that exciting, but there you go. It's not a problem. Right, let's have a look at our quests. What do we think we can do? Study the key. We needed faith. Bring 20 firewood and 10 flyers. Did I put the firewood? Yes, I did. Smart cookie. Well done, you. And pleased with past me. He did the poo. It had to be. It's the one rhyme I've got. It's not a good rhyme, but it's the rhyme I have. And that's all you can get. And in fairness, I know, Chester, you mentioned a love of Alan Davis, and I have a love of Alan Davis as well. But there's some behind-the-scenes footage. Well, I say behind-the-scenes, it's not really behind-the-scenes. It's special for the YouTube channel of Taskmaster. What they do is they have special videos for the YouTube on Taskmaster, and then sort of highlights behind a couple of outtakes and sort of cutscenes and stuff. That's what they generally do on their YouTube channel. It's quite entertaining if you are looking to get flyers. Good. No, and probably not looking to get flyers. 10 flyers. So we actually just need to do. Oh, can I not do more than one? Oh, maybe because the ink. I think the ink is a weird property. You don't use the full ink every time, so you can't just sort of stack them on top of one another. But yeah, this year, what they've done for the last couple of years is they do odd little ways of interviewing people, the people on the show, the actual contestants. And this year, what was quite nice and quite amusing was I need some planks. Blast. Lots of planks. Let's go get some planks. I can improve the church, and that will hopefully improve my faith. And allow people to sit down, which will please them, I think is the point. Hello, Bishop. Alright, Bish, I'll be back in a moment or two, sir. But yeah, this year, what he's done is they've done little sort of daft, little annoying songs. So it's a sort of something along the lines of, I've got a question for you. And then he asks the question, and then he says, and then they sort of go, I have an answer for you. And it goes back and forth like that to the theme song. Crucial part of the tale is Alan Davis, or Davies. Alan Davies, I think, is technically it. I always say it wrong, but never mind. he rhymed. He did a little rhyme, and he ended up with poo as the rhyme. And I thought to myself, yes, I am in good company. I no longer have to be embarrassed about the idea of always ending up with poo being the rhyming word at the end of the songs, because I am in good company with the man, the myth, the legend that is Alan Davies, because he is extremely entertaining. I do enjoy his comedy, both in QI, where he's very amusing, and his stand-up routines as well, because you've got, certainly the two I know, Little Victories was quite entertaining, and Pain, Life is Pain, that's the one. Right, the graveyard is looking good. I hope graveyard meeting your high standards, holiness. Life is Pain, yes, I got there in the end, but thank you, yes, Life is Pain. Yes, I am no longer even disgusted to be here. Live! You saw him live on QIs! I bet you did, I bet that was nice, wasn't it? Now just maintain it to the church's 2 doors. Do we have the second layer of you, sir? No. We have communion cookies, but that's not going to do me much good. But yes, you saw him live on QI once. That must have been quite pleasant. I'm assuming by that, was that like a special live QI, or did you actually go to one of the tapings? The recordings of QI? Because I must admit, that's quite something if you went to one of the recordings. Although, well, I say it's quite something. I mean, it's it's one of those little ones where it's like, it impresses me, but it's not necessarily a huge deal in general terms. But you know, I kind of wouldn't mind going to some of those recordings, because I reckon some of them, I reckon they'd possibly go on. You was at a taping in London. Nice. Very, very nice. Also, I'll tell you one other thing I was going to ask you. Was, have you said you'd done a bit of magic in the past, I believe. I may have made that up. Oh, they didn't like it. Well, at least I got 1 faith point, which I think is enough. But they didn't like the prayer. I need a better prayer. I really need to focus on the idea of getting a prayer. It was very fun, but very long. Now, see, I was thinking that's probably the one. That's very much probably the one that's going to happen. Because obviously, yeah, they probably filmed it 3 times over with all the pickups and retakes. It's something I wouldn't mind doing, but I do feel like it is sort of like, oh boy, that's going to be a lengthy process that I don't know if the arse and bladder can handle. But yes, no, I was watching him earlier on today. He was on it years and years ago, and I was watching his most recent performance on it, I believe. But there's a guy called, I think he's just called The Shocker, which probably doesn't help that much in terms of recognition, but he's a magician who is also a wrestler. Whether he's still a wrestler, or whether he was a wrestler then he became a magician, or whether he was a magician that became a wrestler, whether he still does both completely, I don't know. Whether he does it fully. Certainly the stage show that I saw him do, which was Penn and Teller's Fool Us, he was definitely doing active wrestling, but with some quite nice magic twists. Like, he had the tie, the enemy wrestler fellow he was wrestling sort of grabbed his tie and started sort of choking him out, and it was like, oh my god, he's being choked out, and then he just sort of goes, oh, blah, and the tie sort of magically goes through the neck, that sort of trick. And all in all, it was a very, very well done trick, incredible piece of work, that mixed wrestling and magic all in this one area, especially because he used like the silk. You know, it's a classic trick you may have heard of, I don't know, but it's the silk to cane. So you've got like the extending cane beneath the silk, so you flick the silk and the cane comes out, and he smashed the opponent with the cane, and it was very entertaining. There's been some magician wrestlers here and there. Ah, wow. I must admit, he's the only one I would know of, because he's the only one I've seen, which I suppose that's not unreasonable that he's the only one you know of, considering he is the only one you've seen. You've been to a couple of BBC Radio 4 recordings. Ooh, which ones? Do pray tell, because I listened to a reasonable volume of Radio 4 recording, Radio 4 comedy shows specifically. Oh, we have a golden story. Oh, that's going to be very good. Oh, that's what we got from the bishop for getting the graveyard up to snuff, I believe. So, is that going to be enough? Where is it? I don't know. Is it this desk? It must be this desk. So, what do we need? The prayer for faith is usually the best one. So, we could do with... we could do with some of those other abilities as well, but we'd need 5 faith, which is a pain in the arse. And we need a golden chapter. How do we get a golden chapter? Okay, so to get a chapter, you need notes. Okay, to get notes... Christ almighty. Sometimes. So there's a 20% chance of getting a gold if I use the gold story. And then this one sort of... What would I need to try and get a gold story? No, you'd need a gold story. Plus you need some of those other abilities. That chemical something or other. Which I don't know. Gentle Butcher, I don't think it's got anything to do with it. Writing tricks, that's going to be one of them, isn't it? Perk Writer. Playwright, again, that's going to take some time. Ooh! The Now Show! Yes, I have listened to The Now Show. And The Infinite Monkey Cage. I feel like I recognise the title, but I don't think I ever watched it. Right. What do I want to do here? What do I want to do here? Oh, probably study the key, because I think I've just about got enough faith to study the key now. Is the key down here? I think the key's down here. Yes, the key is down here. Yes, I have just enough faith to do that. It's annoying having to use the faith to do that, but... oh well. It needs to be done. It needs to be done. Keeper's key. Boom, 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 boom. We did get a bunch more blues, which is quite nice. Right, we have the active key. Has that gone defaulted into my inventory? We also do keep the keeper's key. Now, I think the keeper's key is now pointless. So what we'll do is we'll pop back to the bedroom for now. And I think probably just going to have to wait for Snake. Oh no, study the key and open the metal gate. Okay, that's fine. I used to do a trick in the ring called the donut hole. I dread to think. Okay, that's fine. Basically, you pretend you're hitting the opponent with something you don't actually have. Every time the ref gets suspicious, you hide it in a different part of your gear. The final comeuppance is that you hide it in your mouth. The opponent hits your stomach and you swallow it. We used to do it just to make ourselves laugh. Nice. And it's a science show starring Brian Cox and Robin Ince. Ah. Yeah, no, I don't think... as I say, I feel like I recognise the title, because I think I may have seen it on the Radio 4, BBC Radio 4 website, the iPlayer thing. But I don't think I've ever listened to that one. I'm more for sort of comedy, like exclusively comedy, I suppose, which is your Just a Minute Now Show. I don't know if the Now Show is still going. The Unbelievable Truth. Recently, I've been re-listening to. Yes, that's what it's called. It's called The. It's a very strange program. No, there was one with Sarah Millican recently as well. The Elephant in the Room, or I think it was just called Elephant in the Room. And then there's also a Charlie Brooker one, which is The Wrong Show or something. Might just be called that, actually. So no, I think it's called So Wrong It's Right. Maybe. Something. Oh, wait, what? I've got the key, don't I? Active key. Well, maybe I do need Snake to come round. Or maybe I need the other key as well. Interesting. It's fine. I can go and get the other key and check. It's not a huge problem. It's a very funny episode of it with Brian Blessed. In fairness, most episodes of anything with Brian Blessed tend to be quite funny. I'll tell you what, there was an occasion that took me so by surprise that it was Brian Blessed. It really did. It was like, what the fuck? Why is Brian Blessed turned up? But I was playing... Okay, so apparently I just don't... I may have to wait for Snake. I may have to wait for Snake to come by and he'll deal with the door, because apparently I don't understand that I already have... Wait, what? Oh shit, did I put the key up? Oh, I don't know. I don't understand. I've done something wrong. Yes, okay, I put both keys in the chest by accident. That was stupid. Stupid me! Stupid you! It's about space tourism, and at one point he just started shouting at Brian Cox, "Why haven't we gone to Mars yet, Brian?" That was more the announcer. No, okay, we still can't open the door. Fuck you, game. Fuck you. Sick of your shit. I'm going to go to the refugee camp and see if the refugees are happy enough to build stuff. Right, let's see. Yes, a new refugee. Although I also need defense supplies, but that's going to take an awfully large volume of wood. Anyway, the thing that he turned up in that I wasn't expecting, because I don't think he does a huge amount of video games as far as I'm aware. He may have done several, but I wouldn't necessarily associate him, despite obviously him having he's got a very recognisable voice, so when he does turn up you do know he's turned up, but I don't know of him doing tons and tons of video games. Unlike some voices where you know they've sort of done loads and loads. But nonetheless, the key point is I was playing a game, I believe it was Invisimals, I think it was called, which is basically invisible animals if you were unsure. Oh, I do have that technology now. That's handy. I can get rid of that tree now. That's not so handy, because now I've got... Oh, I suppose actually I can't really take these back anyway, so we'll just take the one back to Sweet Home with the teleportation device, and then we can start trimming trees all over the place to our heart's content. Around Sweet Home. In fact, we can clear out some of these dead trees now, I think, if I'm correct in my understanding as to what I've unlocked. Okay, that was a mistake. It's fine. It can be rescued. But yeah, it was the game Invisimals, and just suddenly out of nowhere, because it was live action cutscenes, it was like suddenly, Brian Blessed in your face! Yes! We've discovered these small creatures called Invisimals! It's your job to go around and capture them! It used, for anybody who doesn't know what Invisimals is, it used the PSP, I think, I want to say PSP. It might have been the PS Vita, but I think it was PSP. But basically it used the camera to do AR stuff. So you were sort of in your house looking around, and you'd get the signal going, oh, there's an Invisimal here. And it was all done as if it's this real, real thing. It was a very enjoyable game, truth be told. Whoops. Is that not... Oh, no, there we go, it does fit. Anyway, we want billets as well, don't we? So, how many billets? I think we wanted 12 billets. So we'll do 15 billets, that'll do. I wonder if Snake might be here as well. This is a slight problem. I've realised I'm darting between topics, something drastic. But what can I say? I love the nuggety, nougary, nutty... nonce. I didn't mean to say the word nonce. I was trying to think of another N word. The brain said, say nonsense. And then it said, I don't think nonsense makes sense. So it ended up as, say the word nonsense. Alright, nonce. No, abandon that, abandon it. Abort the word. And unfortunately, when you abort the word nonsense mid-flow, you do get the word nonce, which I had not planned for. I had not prepared. I was unprepared for nonce to appear, as many are. There's nothing truly there's nothing truly bad with the word nonce, but it was nonetheless not the word I was looking for. Much like the droids, it was not the word I was looking for. Do. Carrying my wood from my garden into my house, because I felt playing with my wood in my garden was inappropriate, and the neighbours would object. It turns out I was wrong. One neighbour came round and they said, get back out in the garden, 'cause I was pretty certain you were gonna play with yourself. And I very much wanted to see that, sir. So get back out there. and play with your wood. I'll go pick up this other log. I think there was one left, maybe. I think it's only bad if you use it on someone who isn't one. That's fair. That's fair. Technically, strictly speaking, now I'm not going to suddenly unleash tons and tons of words that are universally classified as bad for the sake of the example, but there is an argument. Some words have gone far beyond said argument, but there is an argument that says no word is bad. It is the intentions and emphasis behind the word. That is where the trouble lies. But as I say, there is a certain occasion that's not, there are certain words, we shall not name them, that have perhaps gone beyond that area. And let's grab my hemp. And, well, I say grab my hemp. I'm not actually going to be able to grab any of this. Simply because my inventory's full at the moment, which is a problem. Oh, no, we can have carrots. We can always have carrots. There's always room for carrots. It's because I've got this bloody key. And hopefully, I think it's verging on Snake's Day in a moment or two. Now, that's interesting. Ah, there we go. Pete. Carrots. Pete the carrots. And carrot the Pete. Now, ideally, we want the seeds first. So I want to sort of... I'm just kind of desperately in this situation where I'm kind of navigating, trying to sort of separate the seeds from the crops so that hopefully I can grab... This is actually going to work out as a relatively tolerable method. Oh, apart from the fact that apparently... Yeah, weird. Some of that crop waste I can't actually kick along the ground, which is odd. Not sure why that's the case, but still. Hopefully, I've separated those out enough that I should be able to... No, not the cabbages! The cabbage was too strong with this one. My cabbage attraction force was too strong. We will have to deal with that situation by putting the cabbages away. I do want to keep the cabbages. What I wouldn't mind doing is I might send the beetroots. There are a lot of cabbages in my games, yeah. I seem to be full of cabbages in video games. I don't know why. Pop the hemp seeds away. And now hopefully navigate past the beetroots to the beet seeds. Boots and cats and boots and cats and boots and cats. That's my beet seeds. And now navigate the cabbage seeds. Cabbage seeds away. Crop waste might be worthwhile picking up next because I think we can grab all of it. And pop the thing in here. Did you collect cabbages in Skyrim too? No, but technically I suppose they were a thing, and I think... Didn't you... you were able to sort of heal up with cabbages, were you not? Were they worth anything in terms of healing or not? I can't remember. It's been a long time since I've sort of played Skyrim in earnest. I believe Chester might remember a while back. I think Mr. Caliber was hollering about me using me playing Skyrim, because I imagine, because he left his notifications on, of course, it was popping repeatedly. Just this constant, unyielding... Look at me, Look at me, I'm playing Skyrim. 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 Which is touch unfortunate, but not an intentional situation, I assure. I was trying to get a thing to work, and the thing did not work, because it turns out it's the wrong version of Skyrim. Which is amazing, considering the amount... Well, actually, considering the amount of versions of Skyrim, it's not that... difficult to think that it would be the wrong version. But yeah, I've got like the legendary version, I think, or something, and it did not call for the legendary version. It called for the lesser version or something. So the plan did not work. But trust me when I say the plan would have been spectacular had it actually worked. Let's go to the refugee camp, and at the very least I will deposit these beetroots. I love the fact that you could pause a battle to eat a cabbage. Yes. Imagine what that looked like to the enemy. Well, I imagine, you know that thing where you sort of just raise one finger? So it's like you just get... Just one moment. You know, like if you're on the phone and someone sort of approaches you, you'd sort of raise that finger and go, just 1 second. That's what I imagine it would be in Skyrim. It would just be, I'm going to kill you! Just 1 second, mate. 1 second. Are you eating a cabbage? Yes, just a moment, sir. Just a moment. Can I get a cabbage? No. No, you just wait there. Wait there. I'm going to finish this cabbage. And then we can have a nice little Barney. Alright? The only time you've interacted with Skyrim in any recent time has been a bit from a video I watched where they riffed on Skyrim logic. I see. I imagine that riffs probably sort of goes over and links to games in general, but I might be mistaken. Oh, I can get another new refugee. Oh, it was Flitch! No! Why, cruel world, why? Oh, well, we might as well get a new refugee. Seems easier. We can get another couple as well once the happiness goes up. And with beetroots, woohoo! They will never know they're born. They're gonna be super happy, chowing down on the repeated cabbages. Right, what we'll do is we'll skip round to regen my energy, which should also bring it down to just shy of Snake's Day, which means we should be able to meet him in the underground. Down in the underground, where my snake is. Oh no, I picked up this basket and now I weigh 6,000 pounds. Let me eat this basket now to fix the problem. Interesting. Must admit, I don't remember you eating the basket, but I don't necessarily doubt that you perhaps could, but I don't recall you eating baskets. The one thing I recall you doing with baskets, of course, is the... Just wait one second, Mr. Merchant. Just 1 second. And you've got a basket on your head. And by the time you figure out how to get that basket off your head, your shop is gone. Please do link it in the Discord. I will try and give it a go. Here's the key. Alright, here's key. Oh, I got another story. Only a bronze one, though, so disappointing, Snake. At last, one step closer to the edge, and I am about to break. You go first. They'll see who's worthless. I'll wipe those smug looks off their faces. Who are you talking about? I'm talking about all of them. Whatever. Oh, I think I see what I'm looking for. Oh, here we go. Oof! I just died. I died in my arms tonight. There you go. You have died. Well, that's probably good timing, really. We've got about 8 minutes left, and I died. So, shit. It's game over. Going to be buried in my own graveyard, aren't I? Oh, well. I mean, we had a good run, but it's a shame. I think I should have gotten more blue tokens earlier, because then maybe I could have avoided dying. But yeah, I think I missed a key step. Silly of me, really. Oh well. Never mind. Oh, what just happened? Seems like I'm alive and back home. Under the circumstances, I'm not sure that's good news. I need to go back and get that diary. Oh! Oh, look, it's not game over. Did you appreciate that? That is acting. Anything you can act, I can act louder. It's the Goes Wrong show again. You'll note that over the coming weeks, there'll probably be more references to the Goes Wrong show. As specified earlier. Obsessed with it. Wow, just wow, how did you do that? I don't know, I just went back to my hut. Great. I should be used to it. Life gives me lemons all the time.
You're such a useless idiot, and yet you're immortal. That's totally not fair. I hate you.
Pardon me?
I hate you. Let me write this down. Graveyard Keeper can't die. Actually, I could use your help. Now that your immortal ass is here, I've decided that I don't want to die in this dungeon.
What dungeon's that?
Right up there. It was here even before the church, and nobody knows how deep it goes. In ancient times, they would nail heretics to the walls and scorch their legs before the ancient contract.
How would I help?
I have my sources, and now I just need some kind of receptacle to mix the sources together. Know where to find what I need, and at this point in my plan for retribution, a lot of the things I need are in that dungeon. First, I need a bucket of blood, and 5 bloody nails. I should be able to find them on one of the first levels where the pagans were tortured.
Sounds like someone moaning for help. You there?
Maybe, maybe not. This place hides many things, not that I care, unless it has to do with my plan.
Now. Oh, we are automatically going round here. Fair enough. We are gonna meet an old friend. I say that, it's not an old friend. Holy guacamole! Such a random phrase.
It is a pleasant surprise I've been so desperate to see someone again.
You alive? Do you need help?
Let's just say I'm conscious and I'm glad to hear you so kindly offer your help. My name is Gunter. There should be a lever on the right.
Well, you got it.
Great, I'm surprised you're still working. Now would you be so kind as to hit me with your sword a couple of times?
Could you first answer the question?
Please hit me first. I haven't felt anything for so long. Oh, Daddy! Oh, Daddy likes it. First feeling I've had for many years. Now I'll be happy to answer your questions.
Who are you?
I said I'm Gunter.
You dead?
That's a complicated question. Personally, I prefer to be called an undead person. But in popular culture, we're known as zombies.
Why'd you ask me to hit you?
Oh, in my current situation, I can feel nothing. First it was a nightmare, but then I found out that I can still feel pain. It doesn't feel like pain, though. More like a gentle breeze. But still, it's all I have.
I can hit you again if you like.
That's very kind of you, but I must refuse. After so many years, your strikes were truly a pleasure. It'll be a couple of years before I can feel anything like that. And I have too little flesh on my bones to waste it. Science! Plus a little bit of magic the old master made me. Actually, he made a lot of us. Do my brothers still work at the graveyard?
No, I think there's only you. By the way, I'm new graveyard keeper.
Oh, then you should make me some more brothers. They'll be a big help for you.
How do I make new undead?
Oh, it's quite simple. You can find a resurrection table blueprint on the rack to your left. There should also be a couple of bottles of the main resurrection ingredients nearby. You can make more at the alchemy desk.
Do you know the recipe?
The second ingredient is blood, but I'm not sure about the first. I think it's some kind of powder. Sadly, no, I am unique. Something went wrong with me. I was too smart. That's why the old master chained me here. I didn't fit in.
I can unchain you.
I've been chained up here for too long. My flesh is too rotten. Plus, I kind of like it here.
How can your brothers help me?
Oh, they can do simple crafts for you. If you give them the right gear, they'll be able to gather resources for you and even transport them.
What gear?
I believe one zombie should be buried under the rocks along the path to the forest. You can dig him up and examine his gear.
Nice.
A resurrection table. I have the zombie juice. You can never understand the appeal of my zombie juice. You love it, you slag.
Right, I've got no inventory space, so I'm going to have to clear out some bits and pieces. Some bits and bobs.
And get rid of them all.
What do I actually have that I don't need? So a story we want to deposit in the library. In the library. Get rid of the story. And now we'll deposit the key in the sort of upstairs chest, because that's kind of going to be my all of this is no longer of use to me chest, which I don't think the key is of any use anymore. I don't recall there being a purpose for that key anymore. Right, I'll tell you one other thing we'll do. We'll try and get those boards sorted out while I remember. Oh, I thought there was going to be something special there, but it just sort of hesitated, I think, was the unfortunate issue. We did way too many everything. Oh shit, I need 2 more logs to get the whole situation done. We're going to have to find those logs somewhere. Oh, I'm stuck. No, we're fine. Can I get rid of this large tree? Yes, good. Get rid of this large gnarled old tree. Oh, and also apparently gather some mushrooms, because why not? Why not just randomly gather some odd little mushrooms? Right, let's do as many of those as possible. We'll probably have to save it and regain my energy, because as we established last week, it takes a surprisingly large volume of effort to use a buzzsaw, which is not great, but it's fine. We're not in a hurry at the moment. I know a lot of people, I think, use a lot more sort of energy potions and stuff. I don't use items. How dare you? How dare you suggest I should use items? You can also use cooked goods as well. You can cook up meals and stuff. You've seen I've got sort of cake recipes and stuff like that. And again, you can. I don't. I just tend to sit in the bed. And that was the word, sit. Sit. Sit in the bed and regen energy that way. It's a little bit easier. Ah, good. The wooden planks are ready. So the mushrooms. Let's put the mushrooms in the kitchen. I've sort of scuppered my inventory after all, so there you go. It's like using brakes in a racing game. Why? Exactly. You don't need brakes in a racing game. All you need is a solid wall. That'll drag you around the corner quickly enough. Do. That was always my mentality for the early stages of racing games. I must admit, I'm not a huge racing game fan. Never really got into the idea of racing games, which is not unreasonable, I don't suppose. No, that's interesting. Huh. Did I not get... No, that's odd. That's very, very odd. Pretty certain I should... Ah, okay, no. Ah, I do need to actually unlock it. Fair enough. Oh, yeah, it might be worthwhile. We'll pop it open and try and get that resurrection table. That'll do nicely. So where do we want to put that? I don't know, is the honest answer. Tempted to maybe put it there. Usually I have a second... I wonder if that's sort of here. Maybe what I should do is remove that and put that there. Well, that is a bit of a waste of resources, but I do think I prefer the idea, perhaps. I like novelty racing games like Mario Kart and that, yes. And to destruction stunt games, I like those as well. I find myself leaning more towards those as well. There we go. I can't afford another pallet, but that's fine. Oh, I think I've used a load of bloody planks, and I'm supposed to be saving those. Superb. Right, okay, there we go. So what's really annoying is there's not a blooming... Yeah, you can't put chests in the morgue. I don't think the alchemy factory, or the alchemy laboratory chests will link to the morgue. So we'll put them there for now. Oh, I think I've still got enough planks there, which is good. I'll tell you what, let's it's a little bit hope for the best, but let's pop to the refugee camp and see roughly where they're at. Will I be able to... Fuck's sake! I've just made the exact same mistake. Sometimes I genuinely despair. I need flitch. I don't need boards. I need the flitch. Tell you what, we'll get you some more water. Get a bunch more water. I'll just burn all of my energy grabbing water. I'll do. Oh, okay, that's a lot of water. I think they do consume water. I might be wrong. If I'm wrong, you guys have got a lot of water now. This pair, no, that pair. This pair. Whoops, I seem to be stuck in a menu I don't want to be stuck in. There we go. We managed to get it back. It's not a problem. Oh, for fuck's sake. I keep going down one too far, and it's like, for fuck's sake, you're not letting me out. Grab that log as well, and then hopefully, yes, my teleportation is back. That's what you can do elsewhere as well, if you're interested. Oh dear, it's really struggled on that one. But if you know you're going to teleport somewhere, and you have a stack of logs, you can just sort of bring one home at a time, and eventually you've got a lovely set of logs collecting outside on your porch. Ba-doo-da-ba-ba-dee, a-bibba-dee-bobba-dee-boo. That's right. Bibbidi-bobbidi-boo. I'm gonna bibble my bobble, and then I'm gonna bibbidi. Right, flitch. Shitloads of flitch. Except we don't have shitloads of flitch available because we've not got enough logs. It's fine. Do the zippity-doo-dah, zippity-day. Right, we now have suitable volume of flitch. Which means, I tell you what, one thing we'll do quickly first is deposit that scrap metal. And deal with the metal ores. And now I think, I feel like I'm going to have missed something else again. I think I've got enough to build the garden, right? I do have enough to build the garden. The garden is here. Good. Right, a new refugee. We'll get another one going here. Right, there's also a couple of quests there, but let's deal with this garden situation first. And bang, bang, bang goes the gun, gun, gun. Slamming my hammer like a gun. Or shooting my gun like a hammer. Superb! The garden section is completed. And now, hey, I know you're the one who trashed my store. You punched my sales clerk in the nose, and then you called me a rabid hamster. Sorry, but I have no idea what. How'd you escape from the town prison? You've got me mixed up with someone else. I've never been to town. Come on, I know that silly beard anywhere. He seems so sure. Well, that was a pointless conversation. Good. Ah, nice man. Could you help a defenseless little woman with huge and awful problems? Why not, but only if you tell me every little thing in detail. Oh, dear keeper, I feel so helpless, so useless, I'm about to cry every moment. I don't want to live. Good, let's talk about it. It's something you enjoy doing. Of course, I adore cooking raccoon thyroid stew with blackberries and oyster sauce baked with tulip flowers soaked in hot cognac. Maybe I could build a kitchen for you. Cooking would cure you of your depression. Plus, your skills could be really useful for the other refugees. Oh, that would be so darling of you, and this improved kitchen will be equal to my luxury kitchen in my former elite restaurant. I can't promise that, but I'll do my best. I will try my darndest to get you something. Ice. Oh, my friend, I see that I was right to trust you. You provided us with food, water, and a place to live, dear boy. I know that you're doing it for a fee, but that doesn't make your efforts less decent. Well, getting paid to do something good is always better than getting paid to do something bad. Certainly, dear boy, and I'd like to award you a part of the promised fee right now, beginning with the artifact, the Witch's Eye. I'm sure it'll be useful to you. Beyond that, I don't have any new tasks for you at the moment. Okay, what are you going to do now? Oh, we decided to appeal directly to the king. It's our last chance at clemency, my boy. My cousin will go to him on the day of the prince's wedding. The king will find it hard to refuse, since it's a great holiday. I wish you good luck and happy return home very soon. Oh, that would be perfect, though I lost my true home long ago. Right, that is awkward, because there is stuff there that I can't pick up. I do, however, have the Witcher's Eye, which is useful. Let's... I don't really necessarily want to destroy anything here. I've got the ink on me, which I don't really want or need. Which is troublesome. So very trouble. Oh, I've got shitloads of sticks. Get rid of one of the sticks. Okay, we've got jewellery, which I do want to keep the jewellery, so I suppose we'll have to just... So let's just leave the pots there for now. I don't really want to go destroying too much more in my inventory. I need to try and... Was there not a log here? I could have sworn there was a third log here. Oh well. Let's chop down another tree and get a new stash of logs to start slowly but surely transporting home. Whoops, it'll sweet home, please. Pop that in there. Was there another log down the side here? No, that's fine. No, we don't have any space in my inventory, which is a problem. So what we got? Sticks. So many sticks. I don't need this many sticks. So let's deposit 30 sticks. No, well, alright. Tell you what, I'll take out like 15 sticks. That should be enough for most stick purposes. And then this will we'll keep like 15 boards, and I don't know, to a certain extent we'll have to remember that we've got plentiful boards on hand. And now get the water in the kitchen, because I think that'll be semi-useful for some of the recipes. And now jewellery. I think jewellery you can only really Oh no, I think there's a couple of recipes that use jewellery. So actually, yeah, we'll take that outside and put it in the external case. Now we want to get... We'll pop the Witcher's Eye here. Although, having said that, can I actually use the Witcher's Eye? No. Only works when it wants to work, yes. Oh, yeah, it might be worth keeping that in my actual inventory. Just in case, because I think you can... There's different areas that will trigger and light up that you can interact with the Witcher's Eye. Now we just want to pop the ink back in here, really. That's the ticket. So it's not perfect, but we've managed to do a degree of space. Now, what we want to do... I can't quite remember where he said it was. Upstairs is a good starting point, anyway. I think he said it was a forest... Is he on the NPCs? I don't think he actually is. Oh, he is on the NPCs, but still doesn't specify. Let's go see him if he reminds me in text as to where his friend was. I feel like he said forest to the west. Also, we want the diary anyway, so that's not too bad. And can we actually build these? Yes. Skulls! Lots of skulls. Okay, how many skulls we got? It is quite a game. It's not a good game for a person like me with a scattered brain that goes, oh, look, we'll do this. No, we'll do that. We'll do this. We'll do this. We'll do that. The other. And then something else. And then this in here. And then that. And then there. Because it's very easy to get off purpose. Whereas it's very difficult to get off of poor points. But as you can see, I can build skulls in the wall! And skulls in a column! Let's put skulls in a column first. Yeah, skulls in a column. So I'm going to want lots more skulls, in fairness. Lots more skulls. Let's trash this, get it out of the way. That's going to fill my inventory with crap that I don't necessarily want. But hopefully not so much crap that I can't then pick up a load of other things. Let's check in here. Oh, that's a pot we can smash. That's a skeleton we can do nothing with. Not a problem. Right, Gunter! Gunter! Oh, there are! Onion! Oh yeah, we left a load of onion seeds and stuff from the pots. Open that. Talk to you. Where can I find the zombie gear? Okay, there's a pass to the forest area to the north of the church. Okay, rocks under that. Okay, cool. Quite glad. Some games do. Some games sometimes forget
this sort of idea. But I am quite pleased that they had that dialogue available a second time. That trap is a single use only. You can see my skeleton appears to still be there. And there's some torture gear there, but we don't have to worry about that. We do now have the Keeper's Diary, and we can open these pots as well just for some extra goodies. God damn it, I filled my inventory again. This is not good news. Don't really know what to do. Let's pop around here. I will exit via the morgue, I think, because then I can pop the old carrots in the box, which will allow me to start building towards the idea of getting my hands on more skulls in areas. Skulls in walls. I didn't mean that. I just wanted to leave. That's what I'm after. The carrot pot. Pop the carrots in the pot, and then you can have some fun. Cut these trees down. They've annoyed me. Your existence has irked me. Go away. I do want to take out the trunks as well, really, because this area is really for my trees. Once I get access to trees, which in fact I can't remember. I think I do have to do some of the jobs for Clotho before I get access to this area. Or maybe I'll be able to buy some elsewhere, but I think you can only buy the seedlings. So if I look on this little board, you can build your own berry bushes and apple trees, and the only way to get those seedling things, which is the first item, bushberry seedling and tree apple seedling, I think at least, I cannot say with this with 100% confidence, but I think the only way to get them is to purchase them off the witch in the swamp. Miss Clotho. So what we'll do now... Does he dare? Does he dare? He's going to try it. He's going to try a triple stack. Oh, yes. Sort of, anyway. I didn't go all the way in, but I lost confidence part way. But I did do just a tiny bit of triple stack. Just that little tiny bit of triple stack. Not 100% convinced I've got any more room there. No, okay. Well, I mean, it can sort of just go in the middle there. Hopefully we can... Oh no, yes, I need to figure out where I want to put things. So the diary... Who wanted the diary? The old church keeper. Oh, shit. Okay, we can do that. Zoom! Hello. You wanted the diary? Very important things there must be in this book. Amazing. I haven't felt so alive for a long time. Well, can I open the portal on which hill? Let me see, you need to craft a spirit laser, but I don't know what a laser is, sorry. It should be crafted on the pedestal in front of the portal. You need to craft it 2 parts, an emitter and a barrel. And here we have 3 parts of the emitter. A mirror of pride, an eternal burning coal, and a salty fork. What about the second part? The second part of the book's text is covered with something sticky. I'll need to clean it off first. I think I'll need some acid and restoration tools to clean it. Okay, so I require acid, and I require restoration tools. Where can I find that stuff? He wrote that his friends believed that all things could be found in the town. I don't understand this, but he wrote that they were the soul of the town. It all sounds like a delusion to me. Magic. What nonsense. If I were you, I'd start with something you can see. First, I'd check the pedestal near the portal. Second, try to get to the town and find those items. Oh, I've unlocked a new technology and got create acid. It's about that acid. Do you know where I can find acid? I gave up alchemy many years ago, but I think I know where you can get some acid. There should be an old woman in the swamp. She's definitely crazy, but in the distant past she sold chemical ingredients. Where can I find restoration tools? There we may have a problem, young man. The Inquisition destroyed them all. Fools! They believe the past can only bring harm and curses. But I think you might still be able to find some on the black market. Somebody with criminal connections could help you. I definitely know the right guy. I should talk to Snake. Okay, so I still need more friendliness points to be able to chat to him about vampires. I actually have a hell of a lot of silver, so I am considering purchasing more of these blue books. In fact, 10 silver. Oh, okay, that's not really a saving, because if I buy 2 small books, it's 10 silver. If I buy 1 large book, it's 10 silver. I will buy... I can't buy... I've got no space in my inventory. Because I never have space in my inventory. I hate inventory space! Just give me hammer space. All day long. So I don't have to care. Onions. I don't have enough onion seeds to actually plant onions, but still. Right. So, I suppose we'll try and deal with this situation here. Unfortunately, we've not got enough carrot seeds this time, I don't think. Oh no, we've got some spares, so we might have enough. In fact, have we managed to... No, we haven't. Thought maybe we'd manage to get back up to 8, which would have allowed me double plantage. But unfortunately, 'tis not to be. Your double plantage cannot be dealt with. Cabbages. Yes. The cabbages are here. You plant your seeds, and the cabbages will grow. Cabbage seeds, good. Just try and avoid the cabbages. Never mind. It's those cabbages again, wasn't it? Cabbages again. Unbelievable. Cannot fathom the fact that the cabbages came at me again. Don't want your cabbages. Cabbage seeds. Well, no, that's wheat seeds, isn't it? Crop waste. Grab that. Pop it in the chest. And now we'll probably end up grabbing the wheat, but I suppose that'll do. Douche. Wheat seeds, yes. Right, now we'll pop over here and try and deposit some of the bits and bobs. Wheat seeds in there, cabbages in there. Deposit the metal scrap. Because you can smelt that metal scrap back down into functional parts, I believe. So it is sort of worthwhile keeping, but not necessarily one of your primary desires. Cool, right, we should be able to pop the seeds back in here. No, we'll keep the hemp on me because it will allow me to get some more blues from beneath the church. But we will require... Oh, we might as well collect those bits and pieces. I do like... I think I mentioned this before, actually, but I do like the way the footsteps stick around. So you can see where I've traversed over and over and over. You can see the footsteps are getting deeper and deeper there. It's a good little system. Where do we want to go? Beneath the church. Deposit that story where I like to deposit my stories. And then... I'm not sure. Oops, no, I don't want to get... because I don't want to get rid of the Witcher's story. The Witcher's Eye, anyway. But we do... I did say I wanted to use the hemp rope. Whoops. Oh, I did also mean to deal with the energy situation, which I did not. Unfortunate. Can you study? No, you can't study those. I suppose I could use an energy potion just to save me having to go back to bed. Go on. Although having said that, I should have saved that for the dungeon section. Oh well, never mind. I'll get some foodstuffs for the dungeon section at some point. Right. Oh no, I didn't buy that book, did I? In the end, because I couldn't. I didn't have the space. Oh well, there'll be enough. Oh well, okay. Bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the boom boom floor. And now, what we want to do is pop round here and have a little do. There you go. That's what I was going to say. Have a little do, as in a party. We'll have a party in the graveyard. Okay, I think we just want skulls, so I'm taking your skull, buddy. There you go. Fat. Take the fat. Well, actually, no, that's meat. Do I really want the fat? I don't know, but we do want buckets of blood. I think you make buckets of blood. Oh, fuck it, we'll just use that energy potion. We'll worry about that later. Surgeon's mistake, not a problem. Heart. Don't really need a heart. Well, the fat might come in handy. Skin. Yeah, for the sake of the paper. I don't know how much paper I'm going to need, but if I fucked up this body anyway, I might as well fuck it up some more. I shouldn't need anything else, so we'll pop him up onto a cremation. Have we got one handy? Yes, we do. I'll be back to collect your ashes later, sir. Did that clear up any inventory space? No, because it was just a body in my hands. There's a body in my hands, there's a body in my hands, there's a body in my underpants. I said, I did question this, but he just didn't seem to want to answer. I didn't feel he should be in my underpants, but he kept just going, I'm dancing around in your underpants. Can't say I really want those underpants back now, to be honest. I think I'm fine with just leaving them in his hands now they've touched his crotch. But there you go. Actually, technically, arguably, I never actually specified that he was wearing the underpants in an underpant fashion in the ridiculous song that makes no odds, and yet I'm analysing it fully. Was he actually wearing the underpants, or was he just simply lifting them up on his head and swinging them around from side to side? I've got so many ropes. Some would say too many ropes, but I'm not the sort who would say that. We're always going to need some billets, so we'll burn my energy building some more billets, and then we'll pop the old bit of wood there. Then I'm going to deal with the body that I burnt. Hopefully I've got enough inventory space for that. Marvellous. Also, we discovered that salt would be useful, yeah, and billets there. Marvellous. We discovered that salt, of course, is probably better served in the kitchen than anywhere else. Every other sentence in the game sounds like a lordy song. Buckets of blood, body in my hands. Exactly. It's all about that. Iron ingots, yes please. And into the house we go, where we shall pop the salt and the ashes in the kitchen. I tell you what I was also going to do, pop to the refugee camp, collect those porcelain pictures. That's what we want to see in here. So I'm not 100% convinced they're getting through that water after all. I think they're just eating the beetroots, but that's fine. They can still have the water, fuck it. Need more happiness and more nails, but other than that... Oh, we need beds for the garden, of course, as well. That's fair. Now we just sort of... Yeah, we're sort of shit out of luck. We're just sort of hanging around, letting my little mirror charge. That's one thing I do slightly feel like they could have perhaps not done, which is have the mirror have a cooldown. I think I mentioned that previously. It's just like, I don't know, you give a person a sort of quick travel, and then you sort of go, but it's only quick if you wait an appropriate amount of time, and it's like, I could do a quiz. Things Jay said on stream, or Lordy song. That would be an interesting one. I must admit, I was thinking earlier on today, I was thinking about sort of the idea of building some kind of like video game. Oh, that has saved, so we are popping out. But I mean, there's plenty that do exist if you look hard enough. But doing a sort of video game show, we mentioned sort of Radio 4 panel shows, of course, earlier on, and it would be designed to be something along those lines. And one of the rounds I was thinking of earlier on today was name that tune, but the tune is done in a terrible trumpet impression. So it would be name this tune. Although it would be video game themed, so it would need to be a video game song, ideally. But this is not a video game song. But
It's also slightly jazz based, but there you go. There you go. There's a little excerpt of Jazz Fates. Jazz of the Fates. Or Jizz on Your Face if you were particularly rude and obnoxious and always said the rudest thing on the table. And if the jizz is on the table, you probably don't want to be near it. But still, anyway, let's do some admin while I'm here. Get rid of that. Get rid of this one as well. And now what am I doing? I don't know. So that's possibly an option. That's not got anything in it. So we shall see. Yes, we shall see. Oh, we shall see. Oh, we shall see. Just of the Fates. Indeed. I thought that was going to go into Duel of the Fates. Yes, it was. It was very much. It was not as good as earlier on. I think it's one of those ones where it's like, oh wow, this is. I just couldn't quite get into it as much as I did earlier on. But I couldn't channel the trumpet enough. Could not channel my trumpet enough. But someday I might. One day I'll channel the trumpet. I'll channel the trumpet for good. Yes, I'll channel the trumpet. I'll channel it well. I'll channel it beyond your ability to fathom. Do 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 do. Let's see, is there one that's interesting to me? I don't know, not really. There's none that are leaping out. None that are leaping out, so I don't know what to do with it. Oh, nope. Oh, it's me! Look at that! It's me! I can see me. I can see me on the thing. Well, I say see me. Can't actually see me. Let's put it on the interim slideshow. I always forget to do that. But it's probably slightly more interesting in terms of visuals. Wow, that looks like a mighty setup, but still. I don't know, I might just leave it. It's quite late, and therefore I don't know if I can be bothered to interact with people, which is always the problem. Decisions. Just a sort of releasing a kind of strange noise, but we shall see. Tell you what, I'm gonna try a poll. Let's try making a poll, and you can sort of make a decision. So you have no real information about these people. I have no real information about these people. Literally just have usernames, and it's just the first two that are here. So oh no, I think it's no. Was it no? Was it no? I'm flicking between two tabs, which is not useful. We'll just do it for 1 minute. If anybody's paying attention, they can engage with the poll. But I've chosen 2 people, Lily Averson or Legio Necrus. They're both playing Graveyard Keeper. I can't tell if they're playing the latest expansion. One of them's got new Twitch sounds, which is Lily Averson, apparently. And one of them's making a killing in the graveyard market, which is Legio Necrus. So, yeah, there you go. I don't know if anybody's going to vote in that poll. Nobody's voted in the poll just yet. We'll wait and see if the poll gets voted on. So I must admit, I should have put the third option as let's not bother. But we shall see. Oh, there's one for Lily Everson. I don't know whether she has a sin. Lily has a sin. Hey, Lily, have a sin. Well, if you insist, I'll go and eat a lot and go for gluttony, thank you. So it looks like it is Lily Averson, assuming I did get that name correct. Yes, I did. Not that it makes that much difference. I don't think you have any real context for the individual in question. I have no context for the individual in question. So, fuck knows. It's going to be an experience, isn't it? One of these days, it's going to go horribly wrong, and it's going to be an absolute arsehole. And we're going to just like, oh, she's going to leave now. Ugh. But so far so good that the random ones have actually popped up and been like reasonable. So anyway, let's figure out my doings and hope this individual doesn't go offline. Which they might do. They have been going 2.5 hours. So there is every possibility they will go offline before I've gotten through all of the end doings. I suppose I should do it the other way around, shouldn't I? I should do the end doings, then do the research, but Anyway, if you are after some gaming goodness tomorrow evening at 9 o'clock, you have Mr. Nicarin.
Jess, you better not fucking say anything. I fucking dare you. Don't say anything. Don't.
He always says things.
If you pay, don't.
And he says obnoxious things.
Miss movie was Minas Ithil, the Twin City of Minas Tirith. Wasn't paying attention. Good.
But I'm sure we both.
You don't know.
I'm sure we both love you saying these things.
I will not have bullshit happening in my chat.
We both love your sayings and things, and your things of sayings. Assuming he can feel free to say yay or nay, but I believe he is. I believe your alternate option for a Friday night at about 10 o'clock is the Bushman. Oh, I do believe. Is this the
shower of turds?
It's blinking in.
Right. Why is it flashing?
That's the one, isn't it?
Again.
That's the focus token theft.
Again. Enable click mode.
Or is it?
Oh, do you know what? It goes. It's like a magic trick. As soon as I leave it, it comes back. Oh, forget it. I'm just going to grab 2 tokens.
Okay.
1.
Okay, fair enough. But yeah, it was close. We almost caught it. But anyway, I will then be back for Saturday RPG, I believe. Unless it all goes tits up and I find myself thinking, I don't think I want to bother. But we'll have to wait and see. Hopefully, because it's World of Final Fantasy, it's quite fun. It's quite a fun little game. It's very enjoyable, a bit relaxing, a bit pleasant. So, yeah, should be fun enough. So we'll try and do that on the Saturday. And then that's pretty much it. Well, no, that sounded a bit more ominous than I'd intended. We'll do Saturday, and then we'll be back next week for Wednesday Hodgepodge, Thursday Bonanza, etc., etc. But for today,
fuck me.
No, I will not. Yeah, but if you clean your teeth, that was oddly specific to you, and possibly sounded weirdly so. It wasn't meant to be. It was the first thing that sprang to mind. Obviously, recently you did have teeth issues. That was not what I was intending to sort of go upon. Now it's gotten awkward. Should have just run with it and left it alone. But I've now sort of stuck pins into the thing. If I just left it alone, it wouldn't have fallen apart as much, I think. but anyway, the point was, clean yourself up. That's ruder. That's ruder. But if you want me to fuck you, I need, cleanliness and godliness. If you can provide both of those, then we can perhaps discuss the fucking part later. Awkward. It was awkward. I used to have a joke revolving around that, which was it's not really a joke. It's more like it was intended to be a sketch, and basically it was. Hang on, you haven't heard the joke yet. It wasn't so bad. Basically, it was you sort of started. You started on someone going, "Well, that's awkward," and then you zoom out, and it's a carpentry shop, and the owner of the carpentry shop goes, "Yes, that is awkward. That's very good for your sturdy base, but if you want something a bit fancier, you want the elf wood over there." And that would be the crux of the joke. It's funnier when I thought of it in my head. Now saying it out loud, it's not quite as funny. Oh well. Cheerio! Hopefully we're going to still be able to raid someone. Difficult to know. As I say, there's always the risk of them going offline before you actually get around to it. But anyway, I will say cheerio.